When the sky is red, Mr. Zippity wants to be a superhero. He doesn't care about making the world a better place. He just wants to be considered very powerful. So he goes to search out the mystical magical fairy to give him these powers. Before making his wish come true to become a superhero, she gives him a test to ensure that he will use his powers for good. She challenges him to make 3 young children believe that the blue sky is red. He sets out on a quest to convince these children that the blue sky is red. The first child is convinced by his lies. The second child is convinced by his lies. The third child sticks to what they know is true, doesn't allow this gentleman to persuade him, and he trusts his instincts enough to know that he's right, even though this grown-up with ulterior motives is telling him that he's wrong. When the fairy comes back to Mr. Zippity begs her to still turn him into a superhero, citing that he still proved that he was powerful by convincing the first 2 children. The fairy then lets him know that this actually wasn't the test. The real test was seeing if he would actually use his powers to try to convince people of things that were not true and to make them go against their own instincts. She tells Mr. Zippity that no real superhero would ever look to convince anybody of anything that they could see with their own eyes is not true. She then turns to the third child, who believed in himself so much that he did not let this person sway them, and tells him that he is the real superhero because he has self-trust. This is a moral that is so needed right now. Please encourage self-trust in your children and in yourselves.